Okay, I just want to briefly go over the MLA formatting and the application to create a folder in your Google Drive for those of you that do not have that or are marked missing. In order to get to your Google Drive, you'll remember you're going to get onto a Google screen and you want to be signed in as yourself. So it should be showing your name up here. If not, you're going to click on here, the little person, and you're going to add your account. Mine is kdesandra@shorian.org. Yours will be your first name, your last name @shorian.org. And then it's going to be your color and your password, your color and your number that the school has set up for you. Once you get into your Google account in your Shorian, you should see your name here, and then you want to click on this application here because we want to go into the Google Drive. Once you're in your Google Drive, you want to create a folder for me. It will say, you'll take this button up here that says create. You're going to create a folder. And then I want that folder to be in all capital letters, ELA, whatever hour that you're in for me. Then your first name and your last name. And then say create. You will see it pop up on your ELA desktop. Once you're in there, I would like you to create your MLA formatted template that you're going to use from now on. So you're going to, I'm sorry, let me back up just a second. Once you've created your ELA folder, and you hover over it, you'll see this little arrow here. Click on that. You want to make sure to share this folder directly to me. So you're going to click on that share tab. And down here, it's going to say, who do you want to invite? I want you to type in kdesandra@shorian.org, okay? And you're going to leave this as can edit, and then you're going to send me that notification, okay? That way, that folder comes to me. I can now access it, and I can now grade your work that you put in there. We're going to go back to my drive now. And once there, you're going to find that folder. That folder is now shared to me as your instructor. You're going to click on that, and it should say at the top of your folder, ELA, whatever your hour is, and your name. And now you've walked into your folder. Once you've walked into that folder, we want to create a MLA template paper that you can use from now on in any class, in any place. And the way that we're going to do that is while you're in that folder, you're going to come over here and create a new document. Now, an MLA template has certain requirements, and we are going to meet those requirements. So the first thing that you want to do is set the Times New Roman and the font size to 12 for the entire document. For MLA formatting, you need to insert a header, which is down here. Insert a header. Your header needs to be left justified. And once it gets over there, you see it's nested right against the top of the page. We don't want that. We want to drop it down one. You do that by hitting enter. And you see now you have a space where your mouse is. We want to insert a page number here, and we want that to be at the top of the page. And if you've done it right, you've just clicked in a number 1. Move your mouse in front of that number and type your name. Remember, when you're doing anything, it has to be capitalized appropriately. So it should be just your last name and a space. Because it was in a header, you'll notice that it changed the font back. We want to change that font back to Times New Roman 12. And then we want to click out of the header region, and you do that just simply by clicking down here back into the body of your paper. You want your leader information left justified, and it should have adjusted for you, but if it didn't, go ahead and click on left justified. The first thing that you're going to type here is your name. I'm just going to give you an outline. Then you want to set your entire paper at a double space, and that's this little arrow with a bunch of lines. You're going to come over here and click double space, and it should set your whole paper. So after your name, you're going to hit enter, and you'll notice that it double spaced. This should be your teacher, whichever teacher you're typing for, your subject, or your course number, and your hour. Following that, you're going to want to insert your date. As you type this format, this MLA format template for me, I want you to include these things just as they are. Your name, your teacher, subject, hour, and date. So that way when you go in here and say you're typing it for chemistry or art or social studies, it doesn't matter. This will be applied to any class that you have. You just simply change this information to fit. After the date, you're going to hit enter one more time. Your title on your paper should always be centered. Every important word in the title should be capitalized. So you're going to title it this way. Remember that your title should be an accurate representation of what your paper is going to be about, but it should not be in a question format. After title, you hit enter. You are going to left justify your paper again, and then you are going to tab in one. The first thing that you should have in any paragraph is your attention grabber, or your hook, or your hook statement, or however you've been taught. That is the most important detail or fact that you want to get people to draw in. Your attention grabber may not be a question. The next thing that you want is 5 to 6 sentences at minimum of background information about whatever it is we're talking about. And following that will be your thesis statement. Remember, your thesis is your topic, your position, and your 3 major supports. And this also cannot be a question, cannot be copied, must be all original to you. And then you'll begin copying the body of your paper. The only additional thing that you need to add to your MLA format is your page break, because you have to have a works cited page on any of your MLA documents. You're going to get that by coming up here back to insert. You're going to take this page break. If you did your header correctly, you should now see your last name with a page number 2. We are going to center this, and we are going to type in works, plural, and cited with a C, works cited, and we're going to hit enter. Then we are going to left justify again. Now your works cited in MLA formatting has to have, it's called underscore indent. So we're going to take this arrow over, and let me make this bigger for you just so that you can see it a little bit better as I do it. You're going to grab this arrow on this block and you're going to move it over to 1. And once it's there, you're going to move the top one back. That's going to allow us a hanging indent when we work on our paper. So that means anytime you go over, it will automatically adjust that paragraph for you. Okay, so that's what that should look like. After you've done that, you want to make sure that this is renamed. And if you hover over the untitled document name, it'll say, do you want to rename it? And just click on it. You want to type this as your MLA format template. Okay, so that you know that this is the one that you want to use whenever you have to type a new paper. You will just generate a copy of this. So once you say this is closed, and then you can go ahead and close that. In Google Drive, it automatically saves for you. So you can see if I come back here and click out of that, and then go back into this folder, I will see this template is right there, exactly how I had it. Okay, so that's good. And you also want to make sure that this document has also been saved to me. Okay, you want to come down here. So if you can right click on this document, you want to take the share and you want to say share. And if it's already shared to me, that's fine. If not, you're going to just come down here again and say this Katie Sandra at Shorian. Make sure I can edit that and say send. And then you're done there. Okay? Done. Okay, you're all set. If you have any questions, please email me through the Weebly.